Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. As you can see, it's again the sink strainer that I'm gonna use. I have another video and another video about it because I really like the mandala flower pattern a lot. So this time I wanna use it on a clock that I'm gonna make. I taped the numbers because yeah, it's all gonna flow through it. I'm gonna leave it like that and pour, and I'm not gonna tilt it, so eventually the pour itself gonna only go until here, and after that I'm gonna paint the rest in black. Why black? Because I want to do it purely black and white. When I did that pour last time, I thought the colors looked really pretty all mixing up, but I think it can also really give a bang pattern when you just use two totally contrasting colors. I'm also gonna use 2 cups, so the colors separated, so not in like you normally do in 1 cup and they already mix in there, but with the purpose of separating them some more, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2, so more like a bit in direction of a puddle pour. So I'm really have high expectation, but as always we're gonna see what comes out of it. I'm gonna now put the colors in the little cups. I mixed the colors with PVAC, which is bookbinders glue, an archival version of glue, and water obviously, and I'm gonna see you back as soon as it's gonna start. Okay, so the 2 cups are ready. It's relatively thin. I think that's important also for this technique, otherwise you're gonna have the color not really, the paint not really moving and a big block in the middle. So it's thinner than normal, but that's also careful and difficult when you would tilt it, because then it goes all over the place and mixes. I don't really want to tilt it, and I didn't add silicone because I think, yeah, for me it takes away from that pattern, even if I have one that is torched. But what can happen that I need to torch it because of little air bubbles. So some few cells gonna probably happen. I'm gonna take it a bit on the table. Sorry, actually it's totally noisy. To pop some of the air bubbles. Okay, so normally gloves always, but this one I'm probably not going to touch. I'm going to start with black, because when it goes until here I want to paint the sides in black, that you really have a black and white thing going on. And of course there's also going to be gray, right? So need to do this rather. I think it looks different than I thought. So with the puddle pour, it doesn't give that clean pattern that I had hoped for. So I think I'm gonna proceed the outside with mixing the color into the cup. I put the black and white into the cups to see if that I like it better. It's not ugly, but it's, yeah, let's see if we can make the center a little bit different. Yeah, it's gonna go totally gray now, I think. It's all gonna go through the center, obviously. I totally forgot to take that. Yeah, so I mean, even the gray is not ugly. I actually like it, but yeah, now I totally don't like the sides. And when I'm really worried if I start tilting it, that it totally goes wrong. Oh, interesting. Okay, I tilted that all over the place, and now it's literally grey with a little bit of lines in there. So I'm just going to use that as a background and try it again, basically in the middle. Nobody says we can't keep trying, right? Well, that's a bit how I expected it to look like, actually. But it didn't do me that favor. Oh, so let's put that back on. And some weight. A big blob of black. Yes, it's a lot of paint wasted now, but I didn't want to give it up. Sometimes if you just keep going, something nice comes out of it. And you see here with this pattern, it's a big problem if your table isn't leveled. Okay, I know it's a lot of paint that I wasted now, but I didn't want to give up on it, and now I actually really like it. Basically, it's like multiple puddle pours, just with the little visible pattern of a sink strainer, so of course not like a classic one. But yeah, never give up, always can come something nice out of it, and I think when that's dry it looks really cool. Not much of the grayish stuff left, and that's good. I'm gonna torch it. Where's my torch? Because now I'm not so worried about the pattern anymore. It's not symmetrical at all anymore. But there is no silicone, it's just for the air bubbles. But you can see what it does. There are some little tiny air bubbles popping. And that's just important for varnishing or things like that. Cleaning and varnishing. So yeah, so this video is not showing you a classical ink strainer pour. It looked a bit messy through the process, but I hope you bared with me and you stayed with me, because never give up. Creativity comes from trying, experimenting, and getting something out of a mess. And thanks for watching. Have a look at the description for the link to my social media platforms and Facebook group for sharing and learning. And I hope to see you back soon.